First of all, on that last thing, I would say also the point, we'll forget that. No, I was going to say on Ayn Rand, some old video and comment, somebody asked me, what are the contradictions of Ayn Rand? Ayn Rand, whatever. And it's not so much contradictions, I wouldn't call it contradictions, though I think we could probably find some, but, you know, internal inconsistencies are with her philosophy. But really, my first problem with her is that I think there is something to objectivity. Now, I'm a relativist, but objectivity does exist. It's just that in relativism, it's based on subjective stuff, so subjective information. So facts come through subjective means, so our illusions can seem like facts. And so this is tricky, but so what? There's error, but you can figure out what reality is anyway, and that is the objective hypothesis that you make with your subjective data. So I believe in objectivity in that sense. I believe that there is a world of objects, and they are relatively intertwined, relatively being relationships. Okay, so she's actually a romantic, and she was an author, and for example, let's see, she said in the appendix to Atlas Shrugged, "My philosophy, in essence, is the concept of man as a heroic being, with his own happiness as the moral purpose of his life, with productive achievements as his noblest activity, and the reason as his only absolute." Now, reason is his only absolute. That is what appeals to a lot of people and convinces them of the objectivity. But the thing is, she admitted, she self-described herself as a hero worshiper, and wrote a book called The Romantic Manifesto. She was a romantic. That's the name of a kind of school of philosophy or literary philosophy. And it does involve the idea of, you know, for example, the great man type theory, which it could be a woman of history, that one person really rises above and stuff. And there is some romantic, aspects to that, and that's well named. Some philosophies aren't well named, but it is. But it's not really objective. And her use of the word objectivity is really more a matter of if somebody is in need, let's be objective, let's protect our own family first. It's a lack of compassion. It's not really objective reasoning. Objective reasoning, leads to a different path in this hero worship. Now, don't get me wrong, because I do think there's really great people accomplish really great things, but it's different than the romanticization. Did I get that right? Yeah. Of people. And it's not the objective thing. So that's not a contradiction, but that's one thing I don't like, and I think that she's malappropriated that term, basically.